Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Sysco, and let me tell you, it involves more than just ketchup packets and napkins. We're looking at how they're borrowing money, and believe me, the world of corporate credit can be a real mixed bag. And before we jump in, if you are enjoying these deep dives, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. Join us for more discussions. In this report, Sysco details a change to their existing credit agreement. Basically, a deal they have to borrow money. This is important because it tells us about how Sysco manages its finances and how it plans to grow or handle its debts. It's like knowing whether you're paying with cash or credit. For a company, it shows how they're funding their operations. The key date here is June 4th, 2025. This is when this new agreement, or more accurately, an amendment to an older agreement, came into effect. Think of it as updating the terms on your phone contract. Sysco, for those not familiar, is a massive player in the food distribution world. They supply restaurants, hospitals, schools, practically anywhere that needs a lot of food. So any changes in their financial strategy can have ripple effects throughout the food industry. Here's what happened. Sysco made some changes called Amendment Number 2 to their credit agreement. Think of it like revising a contract. What's important is that they are adding a new borrower, a company called Sysco Global Holdings BV. It will now be able to borrow money under this agreement. This allows that company to request and receive money under the credit agreement. The credit agreement they're talking about was initially made on April 29th, 2022 and has been amended once before in June of 2024. Now, with this latest change, they are essentially opening up the credit line to another part of their business, Sysco Global Holdings BV, plus they mentioned Sysco Canada Inc. and Sysco US. Cite RL, this is important because it suggests Sysco is consolidating its borrowing power or perhaps expanding its operations in these regions. The document also mentions that Sysco doesn't have any special relationships with the lenders except for the usual banking services. This means the banks are just acting as banks, providing loans and advice and getting paid for it, nothing unusual going on. In summary, this report is about Sysco expanding who can borrow money under their existing credit agreement. This likely means they are streamlining their finances or planning expansions, particularly involving their global holdings. Now, looking at these results more broadly, Sysco seems to be setting up its financial structure to support further growth, especially internationally. By allowing Sysco Global Holdings BV to borrow directly, they're probably aiming for more efficient funding for their global operations. A potential risk, however, is that increasing debt could strain their financials if market conditions change. Overall, Sysco is making strategic moves to leverage debt for growth, but they need to manage it carefully to avoid future issues. Alright, that's our breakdown of Sysco's latest filing. What's your take on these moves and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.